How's it going, guys? It is AJ here. Welcome to another FIFA 17 video. So this video is going to be pretty similar. We do it once a month, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title. We're going to look at Player of the Month Son. Obviously there's more contenders. You have like Coutinho, Aguero, Hazard's been mentioned, but I'm focusing on Son today. If you want me to do a video on, like, comment on which player you want me to do it on, whether it's Hazard, Aguero or Coutinho, some investments, or maybe a follow-up video of Son. Who knows, because I might have missed some things out, so could clear that up in another video. But hopefully, I think so, fingers crossed, I have actually got everything. But I don't know, you guys will tell me in the comments if I haven't anyway. But as you guys know, Son has scored, what, 4 or 5 goals already in this month, and he's got 1 game left. I think he's got an assist as well. And Tottenham have won 4 out of their 5 games that they've played this month, so that's a pretty decent record. I'm not going to go through like Coutinho's and Aguero's because we're focusing on Son today. So he's scored them, and he has actually got 1 game left, which is on Sunday against against Arsenal, sorry. I need to do my research, but he's got 1 game left on Sunday against Arsenal. I'm not a Tottenham fan, that's why. But Coutinho hasn't got another game left. He scored, I said I wasn't going to go through him, but Coutinho scored like 4, which is pretty similar to Son. And also, I don't think he's assisted, I'm not too sure. But he hasn't got a game left because their next game and the last game of the month, well, what would be technically the last game of the month, is actually on the 1st of May, so that doesn't count as April. So what we're going to do, just count that out. Aguero's got a game against Middlesbrough left, and obviously Eden Hazard has got Everton on Sunday, 2 o'clock kickoff. But we're just going to go straight into the video. So yeah, I'm predicting Son. I hope it's Son, just because I want him in my team. I wouldn't really use Coutinho unless he was a cam. I know they like to bring him out as a left wing and left mid or whatnot, as like an inform, but I don't really like that. I don't really use left and right wings, that's why. Hazard, too expensive for me. Never going to be able to afford him because you're probably going to need one of his informs, which is God knows how much. Aguero, probably pretty similar. He's going to be really expensive, like a full Argentina team or something, and then a decent Man City team, including Aguero probably, which is good, 200k, so it's quite expensive. Whereas Son, I think he'll have like an 88 inform or an 88 player of the month or something like that, which is pretty decent. And hopefully, I mean, I said that I don't use left mids and right mids because that's the formation I don't really like to play them. I like to play more narrow, so I don't know, hopefully he comes out as a striker, then I can actually play him maybe cam and drop Pogba to centre mid or something like that. So yeah, hopefully he does come out as a striker, but if he comes out as a left mid and I do end up getting him, I'll just bring him on as a sub, like sort of change the formation, or just put him on as a cam. But you know, I don't know, we're going to get straight into the video anyway. So as you can see on the screen, I have 2,666 coins. Don't have a lot of money. I don't know why, to be honest. I think it's because I bought 2 teams. I have 2 teams here. This is my first team. We've got the Premier League team. This is pretty overpowered. I went and bought Schmeichel. I haven't played with him yet. I bought him for 32.750k, which is decent. And then we've also got the sweatiness of 5 at the back in the Prem team. We've got 1 to watch, Kante and Pogba. Then Player of the Month, Kane, and my 2 red informed up top beasts. Then we've also got my Calcio A team. I know you don't really want to see this, but I'm showing you just because I can. This is pretty overpowered. This is what I bought the other day. It's what I use, and this is why I haven't actually got that many coins, because I spent quite a bit on this and I didn't want these 2 here going to waste. 89 Icardi, who was actually really good. I bought him on as a super sub a few times, but he still scored 20 out of 30, sorry, with 14 assists. And Bonaventure, I always used to bring him on as a super sub in my old team. That's why he hasn't scored a great amount of goals, but it's a decent team, pretty overpowered, especially 9 Golan and Dybala. Dybala's just incredible. That's Hamsik. Dybala is just incredible. 24 and 29, it's okay, but he's got 9 assists as well, which is decent. So less chat and shit, to be honest. We're going to get straight into the video. Don't want to keep you guys waiting, but in this video, I'm going to show you, look, we've got previous clubs. This is the first one I think will happen, just because he has already had a player of the month. A lot of people are saying, oh, can Son still get another player of the month, or he won't get another player of the month just because he's already had one. Doesn't matter, really doesn't. I've seen a few things on Twitter. It doesn't matter that he's got another, like he gets 2 player of the months in a row, well, not in a row, but in one season, sorry, and he's going to have 2 of the same cards, just a higher rated. Doesn't matter at all. It's just the same as players getting another inform. You can't stop it. If they play well, then they're going to get the card. So yeah, he will probably get a player of the month, hopefully anyway. So this is the first one I've done, and Last time, I don't believe they did this for his Player of the Month. I didn't actually do it. I didn't even look at it. I weren't interested in Player of the Month back then, but now I am, and I don't recall them actually doing the previous clubs. He obviously played for Bayer Leverkusen and Hamburg. So in this team, you can see, I think there's 2 informs. We've got Muller here, which I think is about 20k, 25k. Obviously, he's going to be fairly expensive because of the SBCs that are currently out, but he's probably worth about 15k. You might be able to get him for, if you're lucky anyway, but if not, 20k is okay. It's not too bad for an inform. And then I've also got this Cruz guy up here, who is about 20k as well, I believe, 25, 20k. It's not bad for an 83 rated inform. If it's going to get you Player of the Month on, you want to be spending money. You're not going to get him for free. You're not going to get him under 100k unless you make some seriously really good investments. So in this team, it's only an 83 rated, I know, but I've put some players on the bench that you can see. We've got Gomez, and then also we've got Bellarabi, higher rated player from Leverkusen, who you might need. Same as Leno, high rated player from Leverkusen, who he played for. Then in goal we've got Adler, so what I've gone for is 2 from each club. So 2 from Hamburg, 2 from, well, we've actually got 3 top rack, Bender and Hernandez, but I've gone for like a thing where you need 2 from each club. So 2 from Hamburg, 2 from Bayer Leverkusen. I've just put 3 in for the banter. But we got Adler in there, got Piszczek at right back, just filling in any old space. He's the highest rated right back pretty much. Top rack, 84 rated, can't go wrong. He's probably about 4 or 5k. 3.5, probably get him for, which is decent considering there's a few SBCs out where you need 84 rated. Same with Javi Martinez, sorry. He's pretty decent as well. He got 84 rated. Not bad for a cheap player as well. We've also got one of the highest rated, obviously Alaba is just ridiculous. You don't want to be paying that for him. So we've got Rodriguez filling in for now. 83 rated, does the job, so got him in there. Obviously we spoke about inform Muller. We've got 2 informs in here, which is what they could require, or they might require 1 from each club. So 2 players from Hamburg, 2 from Bayer Leverkusen, and then they might have 1 inform from each club or something like that. Who knows? EA just chuck in random stuff. So we've got Bender, Kingsley Coman there, and Thiago, 84 rated once again. He's probably about 4 or 5k, I can imagine anyway, so probably looking at about 4 or 5k I reckon. Be careful because I think he's got an upgrade. I mean, it's not really a be careful because if you get him for that, yeah, he's got an 85. But if you do get him for that sort of price, then fair play to you. But you can just go get his 84. Works just as well. And then up front we've got Hernandez, high rated player once again from Bayer Leverkusen, and then this random Cruz guy. I don't really know, but you guys can do whatever. Like, comment what you think will happen, because obviously no one can really predict exactly what's going to happen, but there could be a few predictions I've missed, or if you think other players I could go and put in there instead of some of the players I've got in right now. So if you don't think I should put Coman in and put, I don't know, Douglas Costa or something, he might boost the rating up. Tell me what you think the requirements will be. Like, they could have an 84 rated, 90 chem, full Bundesliga squad, 2 from each of the teams he's played for, something like that. Comment what you think will happen. I'm going to go through all of them anyway, so switch up, and we're going to go next one, which is Korea. Now, I tried finding an inform special card for Korea. Unfortunately, Heung-min Son is the only Korean special card, and he is also in another concept squad, so I'll go through that in a second. On this one, I've actually gone for, I know there's 4 of them, but they could do a requirement where you need a certain amount of gold Korean players, so I've gone for the Dortmund one, this random person here, obviously Heung-min Son himself, and then this random guy up here. So not going to bother pronouncing any of those, but got 4 gold ones and then the rest are silver, which is not bad. And obviously we've gone for half Korean League. I can't think of what the Korean League's called, K-League. So you got half from the K-League. They might ask for a requirement such as 3 gold, well, you need a full Korean team, 11 Korean players, at least 3 gold, or like at least 3 rare or something like that, and then at least 7 players from the Korean League. That could be what they go and do. Who knows? I'm just going through some predictions of what they could actually go and do. That is a pretty good prediction from me. I think it could well be in there. It's very likely to be in there, especially some Korean players. Maybe not the exact requirements I've said like just then, but decent little shout, getting some rare players. I'd certainly go and do that. Definitely go snipe some gold ones. I don't know how much they're going for. I know this isn't that sort of video, but I'm going to go check because I haven't actually looked at how much the gold players are. So we're going to go gold and then just check the Korean players. So Korean Republic, where is it? here we go, gold, and the cheapest, you are looking, that's pretty cheap, that's not bad. You look at about 400 to 500 coins, which is pretty much min price. Like, I go through my marquee matchups and tell you guys that they're min price, and these are min price. You can literally get them for 350 coins if you bid, 300 if you're lucky, so that's not bad at all. Get some gold players, and maybe if we check the rares, silvers, might see some in here, pretty cheap. So 450 for a rare silver. Bet this guy's going for a bomb in just because he's a right back. Yeah, he's a bit more expensive, but if you can get some of those, pick them up cheap. Maybe go do some sniping, because look, 200 coins, you can see there's loads on there. You got left mid, centre mid, right mid, and there's plenty of players you can actually choose from. So maybe go on the market and have a look. They're 200 coins, you can afford them. I can afford like bloody 100 of them. Well, not literally, but I can afford a load of them, and I've only got 2k, so I'm sure you guys got more than me. And yeah, that is another route that I've covered for the Son SBC Player of the Month. Next one is actually the Premier League team. You've got a few Tottenham players in here. I didn't want to go because it would have taken too long to have a full Premier League team and a full Tottenham team, so I've just mixed them, put them in between. So you've got an 84 rated Premier League team with 100 chemistry. It's not bad. That is pretty decent. That's probably what they're going to require, an 84 rated team, I reckon. So in goal, Bravo. This is his normal card. You can't go sniping because he's got a downgrade because he's been shit. So he's probably about 6-7k for the 85. Make sure you go for the 85. You might have to like be careful with it because it is very easy to actually come across and get the 83 instead. So maybe go and get Bravo. You also got Mandanda. I think he might have had a downgrade as well, to be fair, but other than that, I don't really know any high-rated keepers other than like Petr. He's pretty cheap, 15k I reckon, 10-15k. Not bad, but that's probably the best keeper to go and get. At right back, Seamus Coleman, and with these, I say this most Player of the Month videos, but you can sort of, it's a shit saying I know, but like hitting two birds with one stone, you sort of cover two routes with one player. That sort of covers it as well. You've got this guy here that covers Premier League, so he can cover if Hazard gets it, if, well, any of them, because they're all in the Premier League, especially Son, who I'm covering today. And he also covers Aguero, being Manchester City. Same with Company, covers all the Premier League ones, anyone, and also Aguero and Hazard, because he's Belgian. And yeah, you can see most of these, like you can tell which clubs they play for, which nations, so you don't really need to say anymore, but got him at right back, got Vincent Kompany and Alderweireld, obviously from Tottenham. So in this team we've got a full Tottenham team down the left hand side, got 5 players from Tottenham. Don't really know how many they'll ask for, but they could ask for a full Tottenham team, they could ask for 2 players from Tottenham, nobody knows, but you can see that in form Heung-min Son is in there. He's about 180k, which is a lot of money right now, so I can't really say to invest in him because I don't want you guys to sit there and spend 180k, but it is at your own risk. All of this is at your own risk if you go and invest, but I don't want to sit there and tell you to invest in 180,000 worth of coins, and he's not in there, he's not needed, and he goes down to like 80k. So I don't really know what to say about that. I just go and invest, like from the investments, all the other investments, I don't know, I think the most expensive is probably about 30k, and that's the guy up top, Olivier Giroud, is probably about 25-30k. It's the most I'm telling you to spend, but I don't know, it's entirely up to you. If you probably have invested in Son, a lot of people probably have, to be honest, just because it's Heung-min Son, and a lot of the time you need to exchange a player, like a special card of him, to actually go and get him for another special card, if that makes sense. So I don't know, let me know if you've invested in him, let me know how much you got him for. If you've already got him in your team, who knows, doesn't matter, I don't know. But got Heung-min Son in there anyway, got Danny Rose, as I said. So at right mid, obviously he is a centre mid, but we've got Xhaka, Granit Xhaka from Arsenal, so he's pretty cheap. I think he's literally about 3k, 4k, depending on how much you can actually get him for. I don't know, might be able to snipe him because he is normally around 2,000 coins. I managed to pick a few of them up the other day, and then the Kante SBC came out and I sold him for like 5k. So he's gone down in price. All the 84s have gone up and they've gone down a little bit. So most of them you can normally get for around 2,000 coins, and they're now about 3,500, 4,000. So I don't know, bit confusing, but obviously the Kante and the Ali SBCs, they're going to be out whilst Player of the Month's out. So this is probably, you can't really get them much cheaper than this, like 3k, you're not going to get them much cheaper, the 84s. I just go get them now, get it over and done with, because like I said, you can't stop it. The Ali SBC and the Can't A1, they're going to be out at the same time as the Player of the Month. That's why EA have done it, so that no one can, because obviously if they went out, the 84s would be 2k, 85s would be 3k, and so on. So they've done it to keep the players' prices up, and not many people can make that much money, or they make less money from investments like us, which is what we're trying to do. So we've got Ramsey in there, similar to Xhaka. Then we've got Christian Eriksen, obviously from Tottenham, high rated, 85 rated himself. Could be a contender for Player of the Month. He's played very well this month, but I haven't actually seen many videos on him or anyone actually saying that he could get it. But he's played pretty well, he's had a good month. Yeah, maybe next month if he plays well. So up front we've got Harry Kane, Tottenham, and obviously he's an 85 rated, so it sort of does well, like it's a high rated card, and obviously covers the route from Tottenham. Decent little investment if I'm honest, because I don't know, he's decent. He's a good player to actually use if you want to keep hold of him. You can play him in your team, and also he will go up in price eventually. I don't know. Up front we've also got Olivier Giroud. He's around 30k I believe, 25 to 30k. You can go get him. That's not bad for an 85 informed Premier League player. That really isn't. He's not good. He's shit at it. He's shit on this game. Maybe he's a super sub, but he's got no pace at all. So yeah, you could actually go get him, 85 rated. That's not bad. I definitely recommend getting that team, or getting some of those players, hitting two birds with one stone, like the Belgian players, the Manchester City, the Chelsea. If you can do that, good on you, because you'll probably make some profit from that, but you'll make profit from most of these. And the last route I've actually got on this video is the goals that he has scored against, the teams he's scored against. So there's 4 teams I believe he scored against. We have Burnley, Swansea, Bournemouth and Watford. So they're the 4 teams, and I've added 2 informs in this because you're going to need some informs at some point. You're not going to have like no informs whatsoever. You're probably going to need about 6 informs I reckon for this Son altogether anyway. So in this one we have 284 rated, and that's Keane, who is literally like 20k I think. Normally he's about 10-15k, but because of SBCs and stuff he's gone up to about 30k I think. So not the best, 25 to 30k, and it's probably the same price for Heaton, so I'm not going to go through that. And in this route I've done 2 from each club, because obviously there's 4 clubs, so that's 8 players you need in total. So you've got 2 from Burnley, 2 from Swansea, 2 from Bournemouth and 2 from Watford. Covered those 2 here. So we've got Jack Wilshere, obviously you don't want him right back, but if you need other players, I don't know, it's just players to invest in, not really getting the chem and stuff. But we've got Jack Wilshere, highest rated player for Bournemouth. Then we've got Gylfi Sigurdsson. These are all really cheap, like extremely cheap, other than those 2 here. The most expensive is probably about 1,500 coins or something. So then we've actually got Luke Shaw. There's no sort of specific to him. It's the same with Perez as well. I just put them 2 in just because they were in my club anyway. So you got him at left back. At right mid, you've got Amrabat, probably I think he's one of the highest rated for, I think it's his upgrade actually, he might have an upgrade, yes. That's his upgrade card. Just search Amrabat right mid and he will pop up. So yeah, that's his higher rated card, and it covers the Watford route. Same with Pereira, that's his highest rated card, 81 rated. That's Watford's highest rated card I believe, I think so anyway. So got him, got this Defoe here. Obviously he's got a man of the match card, don't really want to invest in that because it is quite expensive, probably about 15 to 25k. So this one's a couple hundred coin, you can all actually go and buy that. Got Gradle here, one of the highest for Bournemouth. And then once again we've got one of Swansea's highest rated players. You've got Llorente, could have got his inform, you could put that in there, probably about 15 to 20k, maybe 25 actually, because of all the SBCs like I keep saying. But that is actually it, other than Perez. So this is another route. I mean, there's probably a couple more routes. Obviously there's 4 sections of the SBC you've got. You could have something along the lines of an exchange, which would be Heung-min Son, so that would be one. Then you could have a Premier League team, then a Korean team, and then obviously previous clubs. Or you can have this. I assume if they do the Son, then it's just going to be an exchange. You won't include him in a full team like I have today. I just didn't want to go through another whole concept squad just for one player, so I added him in. So that's probably going to be about it, to be honest. If you guys have any other sort of theories or any other ways that this player of the month could be going around, or if you think there's best investments, like put some players down that could cover 2 routes of 1 player. If Hazard or Aguero or Coutinho gets it, cover some players, like put in a list of players in the comment section below of who you think can actually, or who's a good investment to make, just to help me out, helps everyone out who actually reads the comments anyway. So I will probably do another video which will be, I reckon I don't think I'll do Hazard because I'm not too sure about him, depending on if he scores on the weekend. I might do a video, but I'll definitely do a video on Coutinho and Aguero, so look forward to seeing that. Make sure you stay tuned just to see them videos, and keep the notification bell on if you haven't already, because you guys get to see my videos early. You'll see the investments if, I don't know, I come out of a new video and new investments other YouTubers haven't done, then you can actually subscribe to my channel, keep the notification bell on, you'll see them first and you can invest in them first, get a better profit, and we all win. So that is all for this video, guys. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like and be sure to subscribe.